All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's the June trailer. We haven't seen June in action since Tekken Tag 2. Let's see what's going on now.
Get ready for the next battle! Tekken 8! New Challenger! Jun Kazama!
Yo! I'm so fucking happy! I can't wait till the end! She looks so good! Yo! Nut check! Oh man! Aww. Aww. Okay, so let's break this down a bit. Hold on a second. Alright. So I just got done playing Tekken Tag 2. Not done playing it. I played it a little bit the other day, but I played with June. Anybody that knows me knows that Tekken 2 is my favorite Tekken on PS1. Part of that is because June is on there. I love June on Tekken Tag. I love June. I love her presence being in Tekken. Because her and Kunimitsu are two characters that somewhat are, I don't want to say antiquated, but they're like rare. They're like shiny Pokemon. You know what I mean? They're sprinkled throughout the series, but you know, you won't see them all the time. And they're the originators. You know what I mean? We have Asuka Kazama now. And Asuka Kazama debuted in Tekken 5. But before that, we didn't have a Kazama in Tekken with Kazama style since Tekken 2. So like from Tekken 2 to Tekken 5, that's 1997 or 8 to 2005. I think that's when Tekken 5 came out, right? So yeah, that was like almost a decade. And then, you know, we didn't see June again until 2011 with Tekken Tag 2 in the arcade release and the console release. So yeah, June is sprinkled throughout the series here and there, but June is really cool, man. She's really cool. There's something about June's presence that's like really awesome. You know what I mean? And what's really cool about June in this trailer is she has some unknown characteristics. And what do I mean by that, right? Hopefully I can show you here in a second. But you know what? I wish that the hair was a bit better. Like, it's not a bad hairstyle. It's just Tekken has like this weird thing where like they just don't know how to make hair. And sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. Is there no end to this conflict? She's tired of the Mishima's bullshit, man. She's like, look. You know what? That's a screenshot right there. Alright, so back to the action. Let's see. Let me give you a taste of the Kazama style. That's another thing. We don't get to see enough of June's personality. Everybody thinks that June is a certain way, and we don't know how June really is, you know? She's very mysterious on Tekken Tag 2. You could tell that she's very spiritual through her intro poses in Tekken 2 and Tekken Tag 1. But we don't really know much about June besides June is supposed to be like somewhat psychic or whatever. She has like these powers that they don't really go into full detail with. So that's what you're seeing. Think what's the name of that chick from Street Fighter? She's kind of like Rose from Street Fighter. I would say this is like Tekken's equivalent of Rose. Okay, so this move right here, in case you need help, that's forward 2, unless they change the input. And from that, she should be able to do a 2 follow-up or a 3 follow-up. But instead, she goes into the stance here, that looks like that's going to be nasty. Like, I can't see mini Asuka because I'm a player staying. Because honestly, I think June was better in Tekken Tag 2. Alright, so she does a sidestep. And I don't know if this is a sidestep move that she has or what. It could be sidestep 1 or sidestep 1 plus 2. It could be sidestep 1 plus 2 too with this extension right here. But whatever it is, it's really cool because she didn't have that in Tag 2. This is like such a big upgrade already. And this is like a full crouch. What is this? That's like full crouch, either down forward 1 plus 2 or 1 2. No, 1 1. Alright, so Jin tries to leg kick his mom and he's getting his ass whooped. And was this in Tekken Tag 2? Okay, so this stance, I love this stance. She can use any one of the buttons to like do a move out of this stance. And it's interesting because in Tekken Tag 2, 3 was a bound. I wonder what they're going to do with that. Which leg is she using right here? That's her right leg. So, yeah, that was in Tekken Tag 2. I think. Either that was in Tekken Tag 2 or they added that. I had to look back at that. Maybe I'll put in some gameplay. And was that a smooth transition into her while standing 3 plus 4? I don't think she could just bust out 3 plus 4 in Tag 2. They completely replaced that move with something else, if I remember correctly. No, they didn't. They replaced it, but like she still had it in strings. I'm sorry. I'm doing a lot of thinking during this. I'm just happy. Okay, so after she does that, she gets a little spike there. So in Tekken Tag 2, Unknown had stalagmites. Stalagmites, or no, was it stalagmite or stalactite? I think it's stalagmite. They come up from the ground. Stalagmites coming up from the ground with a Unknown, but instead she has light coming up from the ground. Light lasers. And this definitely wasn't in Tag 2. Looks like while standing 2-2. And that's in Tag 2, but you know, of course they're using it for like filler, which is nice. And what was that? Forward 3. Yeah, forward 3. I love forward 3. And forward 3 has an extension to 4 now, it looks like. And that's the flippity dippity for her. And she runs up to you and then she does back 2 1 2. Back 2 1 2. It was back 2 1 1 plus 2, but now it's back 2 1 2, which is ergonomically easier. I mean, I guess you could set a button for it, but you know, that's cool. And it sends you flying farther too, it looks like. Let's see what else we got here. This looks like, so that looks like a standing 1. June's never been a great puncher. You can look at Tekken 1 through Tag 1. She has like a weird slow punch. It doesn't do extra damage. Doesn't have like any good counter effect. They completely changed it in Tekken Tag 2. Looks like 1-1 and it wall splats. Okay, this move right here. I always love this move, but so in Tekken Tag 2, June had this move and it was a bound. But Unknown had this move, and when you use it and press up on the directional pad, you get a you get a hand that punches you upwards, and then you could punch forward. I think that's how that worked. It only worked when you hit them with the move first, and they weren't like in like the air or on the wall or anything. That's the only time it worked. But here it seems to be different. I love this interaction too because, again, I'm a big fan of Tekken's story. I really love that, they went from Tekken 2 to Tekken 3, and, they sort of left this mystery of Kazuya and Jun because they're not matching personalities. Kazuya was like poisoning the world at the time. You know what I mean? He went from anti-hero to a villain. He was experimenting on animals for like weaponry and stuff like that. Kazuya was just doing a whole bunch of shit in the industry, in the world, that was just generally not good. He was just like a corporate guy. You know what I mean? Nobody was ever as bad as Jin. Like, let me just get that straight. Kazuya may have done a lot of bad shit, but nobody was ever as bad as Jin. He didn't start a war on the world. Kazuya effectively is better than Jin in that regard, which is a flaw. This is a fucking React trailer. I'm sorry, a React video. I'm going into the story, so you were alive all along. Yep. Look at the look on his face. Like, I'm afraid to see how this is going to play out because Kazuya, like, they made it seem like he was going to cry when he found out that Kazumi tried to kill him, but he didn't fucking care. I'm hoping that, we get a little bit more out of this. Like, does he care about Jun? Does he not? Does she care about him? Like, what brought these two together to make a child? And because I'm not Japanese, I don't understand the tone of this. He sounds surprised, but I don't know. Does he sound happy? They gave her like hazel-ish eyes. I don't know how I feel about that, but all right. Her eyes were like, black. Oh man, she got an EWGF. No, what this was that's Up Forward 2. Up Forward 2 is a flippity dippity, huh? Maybe that was just on counter hit, because in Tag 2 it was a launcher for unknown, that is. Yep, that's definitely a bound. Was that down forward 1 2? Oh. Interesting. Could she do that in Tag 2? I know that was a move, but that was a move out of like, that's like something she does with I think it's a 2 1 4 a 1 plus 2 or something like that. I'm gonna have to get on Tag 2. Why is she going to that's like Michelle's stance. That must have been an attack grab. Also, yo, I'm loving, what move is this? This is a double react trailer. Or a double react video. What move is that, Kazuya? What are you doing? Let's slow that down. Because, I need to know. Well, it's definitely a 1. I wonder if they're replacing his back 1 too, because nobody uses it. Ooh, that shit does like it turns her yellow, so if he does that a couple more times, he gets a guard break maybe? Maybe he could charge it? Yo, I like the transition of the colors and everything. My guy said, yeah! Most impressive thing about Tekken 8 so far, they're really, like I said before, they're really leaning into what these characters are about. Jun has magic powers, and they're showing that off. What move was that, Jun? Oh, they finally made Forward 2 a move that I'm not going to completely hate. So, she does Forward 2, and follows it up with 1, and you can get a heat engage off of it. Ooh. Damn, that did a lot of Danny. I can already tell. I think that was just her heat attack. I can't tell what is the heat attack, honestly. All this is like new territory. Like, Jun does not have a roundhouse. And then she does this. She's always had that, but it seems like it comes with a barrier. Okay. Really cool. Got the crows. Got the side step 4. How good was the movement on that? Oh, he was holding that. Yeah, he held that. Oh my god, I'm about to be unstoppable. Because I use that move on a regular to trick people. Alright. So that wasn't really like a showcase of like her being able to move out the way so much as it was like how slow that move is and how fast she can get this off before he gets it off. I'm sorry, I gotta go back to this. Alright, forward 3 to forward 1 plus 2 to new move. It's a flippity dippity. Alright, let's see this super. Who is we, I wonder? I wonder if this is specific to Kazuya. Aw. Let's watch it again just to have fun. I'm like in love with this, and I do want to put up some Tekken Tag 2 gameplay. I'm actually going to do some editing. Yeah. This is so cool, man. I can't believe this.
Get ready for the next battle. Tekken 8. New challenger. Jun Kazama.
まさか生きていたのか。
和也さん。もろもろのままことついけなれ清めましょう。あなたの孤独に私は寄り添いたい。
Incredible, man. I love it. Tekken 8 is gonna be the GOAT, huh? Next to Tag 2? With Tag 2? Who knows?